All right. Hopefully the objective tonight is just see if we can just find a bit of a commonality where we can get all of our teams working similarly before our warm-ups of games, our preparation for games. One thing I noticed last year, because I was sort of thrown around to every team, at some stage I'd come and work with you guys when you were the 16s, for example, send you for your warm-up, or I'd incorporate my own warm-up and it'd go to shit. And simply because what you were used to, I was doing something different. And it's the same thing when you go to other age groups. You go and look at what they're doing and it's not intense enough for us to get prepared for games. So what I feel we do this year is try and standardise everything across the board. Is that fair enough? Yeah. So we're going to go through, it's basically a 4-phase warm-up. Obviously the first part is our dynamic warm-up that you've just done. Great. Because that also is going to help with stability and also core stability there as well, and body stabilisation. We go into a passing practice which develops into a couple of different routines, which actually becomes a little bit prescriptive at the start, but very shortly it gets into free play and we're actually playing, so you're making lots and lots of decisions, which is really important for us. From there we're going to head across and do some transition games where we're playing one team against the other, where you outnumber the opponents to try and keep possession, and then from there we go into a free play game where we just play end to end. And then obviously the last thing I would normally do before a game, if we can get the opportunity to get onto the main park, would actually set up our back four, set up our front three, set up our midfielders, put our goalkeepers in goals, and we'd also get a chance to actually look at what we might be doing, either playing out from the back or what we're doing in the final third. Is that fair enough? So all I'll get you to do now, wherever there's a bib, go and find a bib, put it on. Should be enough here for everyone. Away you go. Last one in the bib's on Gumby Bears. All done? Now they're there for a reason, so don't go on a wonder once you've got one. Excellent, excellent. Super stuff. All right, just so you see the organisation of it all, the players on the ends in the one bib, so the reds at this end are the servers that are going to start the game for the red team. Yellows, you're going to be playing the other way. So the yellow servers are going to be playing from there, and you're going to play in this direction. Both teams are going to work at the same time, and just watch out for a sec. Both teams are going to work at the same time, but with different footballs, so you don't interfere with the other team, okay? All they're going to do is provide a little bit of interference. The player at the end, for the reds, you've got a target player, and we've got a yellow one here. Can I have that ball for a second? So if I'm a yellow player finishing this practice off, I'm going to play and get a bounce pass back, then that finishes it. I would take your place, and you hightail it around the other end, okay? So basically what happens is, after every sequence, everybody pushes on one position. So whoever starts the passing practice, you're the first person comes in. So on that end, Stan, it might be you, for example. If you start the practice, when everyone moves on, you move on, okay? If you're starting in here, then you would be the one moving on. Now here's how I want it to start. When you're playing there, quickly get a crossover on between you two, and you serve in, okay? And just stop there for a second. Get the ball back in. Just so we make it clear, so we've played it. Robbie's the player in front of the ball's got to get opposite the pass. I don't want anyone to go back in there, Rob. I don't want you ending up being in front of the ball or in line with it. Or, if the player's hips are facing that way, we don't want you going the other side, okay? So Rob's open up, he's getting there. Once that's arriving, Joe, next one's to go. Yeah, arrive, well done. Play next one quickly, Rob, well done. Let's go, Brendan, well done. And get a bounce pass to finish. Bounce. And Elijah, you head off down the other end. You leave the ball where it is, they can use it as a spare, and we've got spare balls here. Is that okay? Right, we're good enough to go. Yellow start at that end, reds are here. Let's go. Play. And get around quickly. Well done. Come on. Yes, Ethan. Get opposite the pass. Yep. Get a bounce.
Hey, too quiet, come on. Yes, clean. Yeah, it's off. Yeah, that's it.
Do things quickly. Yeah. Get the bounce, well done, like it, and he pushes on, well done. Get set up, always start from the middle.
Yeah, play it. Yeah, go.
And we go. Go. Play things quickly.
Yeah, next.
Yeah, Lucas.
Yeah. There's the bounce, well done. And just stop after that one before we go. Alrighty. Stay here, Lucas, well done. Okay, and just to make sure you're aware, every time you reset, the guys that are in the middle start from the middle. Okay, so we always come back to the middle as your starting point, and we want to arrive there as the ball's arriving. Now, just play that one quickly. Now, if I've got outside here, here, what I want you to also be aware of, can we stand where we can see the ball and see forward? Because at the moment, a lot of you actually turn towards the ball and you start taking things with that foot, and it takes us 3 touches before we can go forward. So everyone who's receiving the ball, see forward. And receive with your furthest foot. Okay, back in there to start. And we're off. Let's go. Get around quickly. Got to get around that little run around. It's really important.
Yeah, bounce it.
Still wants to get a bounce pass. He's got to bounce in and get it back. Check.
I didn't get that quick.
Get opposite.
Yeah.
Ah, bollocks. There's Mikey, well done. Start straight away. Yellow, red serve to reds. Bounce it in.
Rob.
You leave the ball here. Well done. And just stop at the end of those ones. Well done. Okay, couple of things. Don't let the ball always only start from the one side so it becomes too prescriptive. Because if it starts from the other side, push over there for a second. Needs the ball. So if it starts from that side, for example, your run's going to be different, Robbie, isn't it? Okay, so we want you to recognise that just in case players serve from different areas. Now, just going to change things a little bit. Going to give it a little bit more free roll. Play him in and do your thing. Get around. And Robbie's got to stop there. Robbie's gone and got opposite the pass, which is great. Joe, at the moment, what I want you now to start thinking about doing, where can you go where you can receive the ball? Excellent. So he's now in line with the ball, but instead of me playing Rob, I might play the furthest player. Now it means you can then bounce Robbie back if you need to. He can play the next one if he has to. You don't have to bounce it back if you're opposite though. You get what I mean? So Brendan, when you received it there, what might be the easiest option for you?
Probably going out wide.
Yeah, you've received the ball. What can you do? Could you bounce it back into Joe maybe, and he then plays the furthest player and you get the bounce? Does that make sense? Yep. So you've got free play to decide on what you want to be looking at. Right, let's see how we go. Slate.
Yep.
Do things that are real in the game. Yes. Here we go. I like the line. Come on, Joe, you've got to get it. Everyone's got to make contact. Good. Excellent. Well done. And we still push on one. Let them get set up before we start.
Yeah, bounce it.
Yes, Dan.
Look to receive. Yeah, again.
As you bounce, well done. Get reset. Well done.
Yes.
Yes, Dan.
And again.
Dan plays that one.
Like it. Well done.
That.
Come on, Mikey. Get around. Well done. Good.
Brennan played it.
Get him on. There's supporters. Yep.
Be sure of the passes. Here we go.
Here.
Yeah, support under. Support.
Bounce. And hold it there. And hold it there. Well done. Reset. Get set back up. Well done. Let's push on. I don't want to hold you back. I actually want to see if we can actually go and play. Right, this time we change it entirely. Only one team plays at any given time. So Reg, you've got possession. So you guys are going to start. So play him in and away we go. Stop there. Now to the yellows who are defending, here's the rule. Firstly, you must be goal side of the player you're responsible for. Second thing is you can't check in. There's no tackling as such, but you can block things. If there's bad passes or you block the passing channels, you can get in there and block things. But Reds are now looking to play against the yellows, and you score by hitting your target player. Okay? Now yellows, when it's your game, same deal. You guys are playing in, you're looking to get to your own target player, and red are then the passive defenders. Is that fair enough? Ready to start, play when we're ready, and we're on. Play!
Get around.
Yeah, there's your extra.
Let you receive. Boys, look higher. Good. Get those out, come on.
There, lost that yellow ball. Get set up, everyone. Push on one.
Yeah. Yes,
Keep playing, keep playing. Yeah.
Ethan, just move back a little.
Still play.
And again.
Boys, get goal side, Brennan. Brennan, goal side.
Compress everything.
Yeah, Nick, yeah.
Stay high, Nick, if you're
Yeah,
high.
turn.
Yep. Play what you see. Right, let's go, Red Bull. Play.
Hold there.
Yeah, there it is. Get around him, Joe. Get around Joe Mules is back. Stop there, stand still. This is why it's so important with the little crossover run. Remember I said the player who starts the game is the first one that pushes in. So Joe, you've actually got to play him and get in. He might serve it, but you're going to be the extra player that sits in behind in the moment, all right? Play. And get around him quickly. Come on, Robbie. Give him a chance. Stop. Why is our shape looking like it is? Come back out, play again. You're already compacted in. We've got 6 players playing in 2 zones. Who owns this one? Who owns that one? And who owns that one? That's your starting positions to start with. Now we still don't want to get compact. The highest you can stay, the better it's going to be for us. Michael, the highest you can stay within your zone, the better it will be for us as well. Because it stretches defenders. And play. Get around, Joe. Got to go. Beyond. There is. Here's play. Play on. Playing and only getting the back doesn't help us much.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, perfect.
Move, mate.
Right, there's the reset. Yellow ball. Start
Boys, we
there.
can find the furthest man.
Just hold it. One on there, too.
You won. Bounce. Not everyone has to touch it. Your job is to get the ball forward.
Yep.
Get set, hold the ball. Until you get 2, 2, and 2, you hold on. When you're ready, play. Got to go around it. Go on, Ethan. There you go. You're the supporting play. Yeah, well done, yellows. Reset. Let's go. Push on. One player pushes on.
Oh, who's meant to be up here? Yellows.
Get high, don't get low. Get compact and higher. Nice, stand on. Back. Right, reset, just get it out to the reds and we're right to go. Push on. We go and get reset. We're not going to start. We've got 2, 2, and 2.
Push on.
Go, play.
Yep.
And we're off.
Yeah. What?
Goal side. Yeah. Goal side.
That's all right, well done. Play out, reset, yellow ball. Let them get set up.
Yeah, you got
Are we set?
One of you is in. Lucas, yellow's in. So 1, 2.
Why? Someone's got to move up.
Stay in, stay in.
Nick, just go in. Nick,
Yes,
go
I've
in.
got to push one from that end. Right now we're set. Play. Get opposite Nick.
Hey!
Right, reset. Push on. Yellows, all push on one. Play your end, Reds. And we're live. Right, it's dead. It's dead. Reset. Reset. Get set up.
Oh, please.
And we're live.
Get around. Time one.
That little crossover run is really important. You don't realise how much. Let's go. Reset.
Slide up.
2, 2, 2. Hey, stop. Right, doesn't look like they're set. You're the goalkeeper. You're looking up the park. You need to see that. Like it. Get a bounce. That's finished. Well done. Like it. Play. Change over.
Side forward. Yeah, Michael, you're aware.
Nice.
Yeah. Well done. Like it. Well played. Well played.
Wait.
Are they set?
Yeah, they're good.
And we're like, get around.
Go this way. Back off. What are you?
That's intercept. That's all right. Well done, yellows. Change over.
Yeah, now it's on.
Are they set?
Hold behind him, Isaiah.
That's dead. Red ball. Let's
Yeah,
go.
slide down
Reset.
one. Get down one.
Get around him. Get around him. Get around him. Yep. Down. In the water. Let's go. Yellow ball. Reset.
Move up.
Everyone pushes up.
Oh, yeah, Isaiah, get on. Isaiah, push on.
Just wait.
Boys, switch, reset. Offside, Isaiah.
Yeah, straight to me.
Stop.
Unlucky. Well done. It's all right. Last one. Come on.
Lucky, good option. High
Well
turn,
done. Good. Well done. Good job. All right. At the end of that, still just some passing practice. Is that fair enough? Yep. Everyone, just over that zone there. The spare balls all go in the middle where those ones are if you can.